Hey, YouTube and Facebook family. This is your girl Stephanie, aka Edini has to stop by. Just doing a general read here. So let's just go ahead and get the shuffle going. Divine forces of unconditional love, light, peace, wealth, health, prosperity, and everything good, lovely, and wonderful. What does the collective need to know for their highest good at this time? Please bring clear and accurate messages for the collective. I'm sending everyone love, grace, peace, and the stillness of the praying mantis. Alright, so this card here says many people focus upon unwanted things. And I feel like that's what a lot of the collective is doing. I just looked at a reading from Jessica of Bahati Life. And it was a lot of conflicting energy in this pick a card read that she did. And each one of them, had conflicting energy. I'm gonna get this abundance deck. I know that the camera fell. I'm gonna pick it back up shortly. Because we need some encouraging energy. I don't have the book for this one, this deck that I just picked up, but we'll see what comes from it. But it says people focus on the unwanted things with no deliberate attention to the emotional guidance within them. So we need to, meditate on the emotional guidance within us, the emotional guidance system within us, and ask it to direct it, to guide us. Go within so that you don't have to go without. Like another reader that I watched says, I can't think of her name right now. So on top of this card that I'm reading now is the Burning Hero. Burning hero. It's like you're the hero, but you may not be appreciated for the things that you're doing. And I did get that, from a personal read, just a read that I was doing. It's like you're doing so much for other people, but it's being ignored, taken advantage of. But it's okay. Don't worry about the unwanted things. Okay, keep focusing on you. And even in the reading with Bahati, with Jessica, it was focusing more on, taking care of self. So we have Burning Hero, and then we have Sensual Awakening. So this Burning Hero is like a lot of fire, passionate action colors. And in these other two piles, we have soft colors. So Spirit is wanting you to be soft, with yourself, with people, and even one of the cards out here says soft on it. So Spirit wants us to be gentle with ourselves. Like we've been putting forth a lot of action in service to other people, trying to prove ourselves and prove our worth. But Spirit wants you to fall back and just to be within your own energy. Sensual awakening. Right? And then the last row of cards, we have soft and contemplation. So Spirit wants you to do a soft contemplation. And if you can kind of look, this is the Abraham Hicks deck card that came out with it, and the colors are pretty similar, so I do feel like the messages may coincide. But to continue reading this card here, with no attention to the emotional guidance system within them, and then they tried to compensate, there we go, compensate for their lackful thinking with physical action. Exactly. The burning hero. You just been moving, trying to save everyone. But there hadn't been, not enough intention behind it, meditation on it. So the card says, and because of this misalignment of energy, they do not get the results from their action. So then they try harder by offering more action, but still things do not improve. It says, like the air you breathe, abundance in all things is available to you. And we have the King of Swords. It's time to cut out this trying to save everyone energy. Let's get clarifiers for this King of Swords. Abundance in all things is available to you. Your life will simply be as good as you allow it to be. So you got to get clear on, focusing your energy on you, so that all of this action that you're putting out towards other people don't make you cold like this King of Swords. It's time for you to get a clear perception, get clarity on why you're doing the things that you're doing. We have the Justice card, and the King of Swords is kind of like a justice energy as well. And I do see the Four of Pentacles here. Closing yourself off, in this lack mentality. You see yourself as a star, as a hero. You know what I'm saying? You have it within you to help so many people. Okay, let's get the main energy card for this middle row here. And you're trying to prove yourself. Look at that, the Queen of Cups. That's the sweetest queen in the deck. Just such a sweetheart, kind-hearted, and that's who you are. You're that queen of this Queen of Cups energy. But you stepped out of that energy. I kind of feel taking a lot of action. In look at that, Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer waters. Getting back into that calm energy of the Queen of Cups. And just focusing on love. Say the affirmation, I operate in the abundance, and in the abundance frequency. Love, money, grace, solutions, guidance finds me. I operate in the abundance frequency. Love, money, guidance, solutions, and grace finds me. Don't go out seeking it, here with the burning hero energy. You have all this healing power, and you're just burning to share it with people. But now it's not time for that right now. It's time for you to first focus all of that healing energy within yourself. And we do have the Justice card here. And then the Nine of Staffs. It's time for you to put up, some boundaries to kind of separate yourself, for a minute. Because the Nine of Staffs could also be a victim mentality. You being with this Queen of Cups energy, being kind-hearted, sweet to everyone. Everyone, you can't share your energy with everyone. And it's just time to tap into that energy. And then we have the Five of Cups here. Exactly. Regret. Crying over spilt milk. Like, I've done all this. I've, shown myself approved. I'm trying to show myself approved to this person, but they're not seeing it. And that's coming out with the soft contemplation. And it's time for you to sit back and think, like, is there an energy of what's the word I'm looking for? Depression, for one. Desperateness. You know, because being desperate, it repels people. No matter how hard you're desperate. People see that you're desperate to please. And so if they know that you're desperate to please, they're going to continue to act like what you're doing. Look at that in the Temperance card. But your ancestors and your spirit guides are going to be that equalizer for you. They're going to bring about balance for you. Bottom of the deck is the Fool card. So, wind blowing. May have been foolishly trying to prove yourself to people. But Spirit wants you to have to have faith. With the Fool card, it speaks of new beginnings and a leap of faith. And then the bottom of the deck of this group of cards or deck of cards is across the waters. Like this is a transition time for you right now. And in this transition, you need to be still. You need to just kind of take in the energies of what's going on. I do see the Emperor card, but you will soon regain control. But right now, you just need to be still. I even see the Chariot card here. Moving forward, willpower and determination. You will gain the strength that you need in soft contemplation to you will receive the guidance that you need to help move you forward. So let's just get into the cards even more. So the front of this card that spoke about many people focus upon unwanted things with no deliberate action or no deliberate attention to the emotional guidance system, which is that Queen of Cups energy. You hadn't been tuning into the emotional guidance system, which will direct you. And it is directing all of us to be more in our feminine energy, not to push, not to, continue to perpetrate this patriarchal energy that has the world in the condition that it's in now. Emotional guidance system within them, and then they try to compensate for their lackful thinking with physical action. We need to be in that feminine energy, in our intuition, in that receiving energy. Allow people to come to you. You've done all that you need to do. You've done the work. It says, I can always tell a different financial abundance story. That's the bottom of the deck of this card. You can always tell a different financial and abundant story. And you need to take a leap of faith in telling that story, no matter what the physical shows you. So it's about telling the story, not acting, not, moving and doing things like that, but just telling yourself a different story. To realign your energy with that of abundance and not that of lack. This clarity is going to bring you the justice that you need to clear Five of Swords, the mental conflict that you've been going through, and allowing you to create a new reality for yourself here with the with this card here. It says, welcome to a realm where myth and magic are reality. Creating that reality of, you know, those mythical, magical stories where miracles happen. You know, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. Overcoming the abandonment that you feel from these people that you've extended yourself out to so much. It's time for you to pull back and know that you are the Empress. This is the card of abundance. Know that you are abundant. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You are worthy. You are whole. You are complete. You are perfect. You are strong. You are powerful. You are a healer. And whether people give you credit for what you do or not, Spirit sees you, and you will receive justice here with the Justice card. So release the burden with the Ten of Staffs. The burden that you're carrying from, you know, all of the people that you love. Those are probably the people that you've been, you know, in this burning hero energy of trying to help, trying to save. Release that burden of those people here. And then we look at that, we have the Death card and the King of Staffs. You know, release that, you know, so that you can open yourself up to a new beginning. Protect your peace at all costs. And in you protecting your peace and pulling back, you will receive victory here with the Six of Staffs. It's going to be a sudden victory as well. Again, as you pull back and set up healthy boundaries. Look at that. A sudden revelation that you are the star, and it's going to help you, Two of Wands, to move forward past the stagnancy, you know, and receive the enlightenment that you need to help push you forward. It'll help you to receive this sensual awakening, to help you get back into that feminine, loving, caring, kind energy of the Queen of Cups, and no longer participate in this Nine of Wands victim mentality. Page of Staffs. This is, you know, you are probably acting immaturely, you know, with your gifts and trying to give it out to everyone. You have to use discernment. You know, Spirit is asking us to fall back and truly use discernment before we go and just foolishly give our gifts out and start serve people who Spirit knows will just trample upon it. It says, I can follow the trails of good feeling thoughts. So follow the trail of good feeling thoughts. You know, tune into that emotional guidance system, because it's going to, you know, open up the trail and the pathway to where you need to go, so you won't be in this maze, you know, going here, there, and everywhere with this burning hero energy, trying to help everyone and exhausting yourself. It says, most people have put anything that earns money in the category of the things that I have to do. And, you know, earn money, that could be like, you know, you putting forth the action of showing this person that, so you can earn their love, you know. It says, if you're wise enough to follow the trail of good feeling thoughts by deliberately looking for positive aspects along your way, you will come into vibrational alignment with who you really are and with the things you really want. So don't just go doing for people. Tune into your emotional guidance system. Do you feel good about this? You know, because that's what's going to have the most teaching and learning and the most benefit, the most power behind it, because it's supported by good feelings, it's supported by positivity, by love, and by Spirit. Who you are and the things you really want. And once you do that, the universe must deliver to you a valuable means to achieve your desires. So again, tuning into your feelings, the sensual awakening, the good feeling, right? I can follow the trails of good feeling thoughts. So You know, put up healthy boundaries and don't move until your emotional guidance system says this feels good. This feels good. Then go. Okay? Because before Page of Staffs, you were just moving and going on anything or towards anything or anyone, and just, giving, and that just exhausted you. Here we go with the Moon card, Page of Staffs and the Moon card. This immature action of just giving, put you in this energy of, delusion. But it was definitely something that you needed to go through to recognize this, perhaps generational curse of people pleasing. You may have fallen back into that. Definitely, everyone is kind of battling that energy. But with the Ace of Staffs here, this is Spirit letting you know that, okay, you're backtracking. You're creating unnecessary drama. Five of Staffs can create an unnecessary drama, and you need to reach judgment. You need to have judgment on that. And the judgment is to Queen of Swords. Cut those things out that are no longer serving you. And then we have here the King of Cups. So we have the King and Queen of Cups here. And this is about just getting back balance within yourself. Balance within your feelings and in the actions on how you act on those feelings. Because the Kings are all about action. The Queens are about, the feeling. So this is about having balance within that. And King of Cups only moving when you feel the good feelings, right? And then we have the King of Pentacles and then the Six of Swords. Again, perfect energy. That's going to put you in that grounding energy that you need to move forward onto the path that this good feeling energy, this trail that this good feeling energy is sending you, so that you can follow that trail of good feelings. And look at that. That's going to bring you into abundance, right? Ace of Pentacles and Ten of Swords. It's going to bring you into the abundance that you need to help you overcome the hard part, the mental prison that you're in. The Ten of Swords reduces to a 1, which is a new beginning, victory, a new idea, clarity. This action is going to bring you the manifestation of clarity as you fall back and softly contemplate, the people that you surround yourself with and give your energy. So as you come into this central of awakening of, maybe what you've done in the past and how you've frivolously just gave your energy out to any and everyone. You're gonna balance out. Five of Cups, Temperance card. Begin to balance out, your thought process and your actions, and it's going to move you into your destiny. Not the five of anything. This is the Wheel of Fortune card. This is your life path, your mission. So the card that come out here says appreciation and love are identical vibration. You didn't receive that appreciation before, but you will now when you softly contemplate before you just give your love out. Appreciation and love are identical vibration. These people didn't appreciate you. And if appreciation and love are identical, then they didn't really love you in the way that you needed them to love you. It says appreciation and love are identical vibration. Appreciation is the vibration of alignment with who you are. You know, if people appreciate you, then they really see the real you. And so that's maybe what you need to awaken to. If they're not appreciating you, they don't see the real you. So if they can't see the real you, it doesn't matter how much you do for them, it's never going to be enough. So appreciation is the vibration of alignment with who you are. Appreciation is the absence of everything that feels bad and the presence of everything that feels good. And even this previous card spoke about, you know, following the good feeling trail. I can follow the trails of good feeling thoughts. The good feeling thoughts. Appreciation is the absence of everything that feels bad and the presence of everything that feels good. When you focus upon what you want, when you tell the story of how you want your life to be, you will come closer and closer to the vicinity of appreciation. And when you reach it, it will pull you toward all the things that you consider to be good in a very powerful way. So focus again on the things that you want. Focus on, you know, asking Spirit to bring in people that will appreciate your gifts, appreciate your love, your unconditional love that you have, and that you are so wanting to share, you know. And I feel like Spirit is doing that here. They're helping you to heal the relationships that you have to walk away from, letting you know that, you know, this abandonment feeling that you felt from all these people who didn't see you, see who you really are and see the star that you are. That abandonment was necessary to get you across the waters and to step into your Christ flame. I see the Christ flame card beneath, to get you to a firm foundation that cannot be shaken, that, you know, a firm foundation in which that you can build upon. You needed to see these people for who they were, because they were only going to, you know, be a hindrance once you did get to the place that you needed to be, or that you desired to be. So after the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Queen of Pentacles. You are meant to be abundant, financially abundant. You're meant to be an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur. Queen of Staffs, confident, beautiful, powerful, a warrior queen, a warrior goddess. Okay, it's Seven of Staffs. So stand your ground and know that your shifts are coming in. Now you can stand your ground and know that your shifts are coming in, because you've gotten the guidance that you needed to go within, you know, to only move on the good feeling thoughts. You know, only take action when it feels good. Otherwise, you're going to be exhausting your energy for nothing. And you don't want to feel depleted, because that's just going to put you in an energy of depression, which lowers your vibration and makes you a target for low vibrational people, places, things. It all just comes just pouring down onto you, because that you opened up that portal for low vibrational energy. It's time for you to fall back, soften, have a sensual awakening, get back in tune with that beautiful, kind energy that you naturally have. Don't allow people to make you jaded with their lies and deception, with their lack of appreciation. It's time for you to know that your shifts are coming in. So move forward with willpower, determination, past the self-deceit, Seven of Swords. Past the immature thoughts of just helping any and everyone that you see. Make sure it feels good. Tune into that internal emotional guidance systems and allow that to guide you through the maze. Because the action that you were taking before only led you to depression. But Four of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, it's time for you to do the work to heal. You are doing the work to heal. And it's going to open your intuition back up again with the High Priestess card. Allow you to gain back your control here with the Emperor card and move forward past this Two of Swords energy of being indecisive and not wanting to make a decision. You know now what you need to tune into to get the answer of which way to go, what decision to make. Tune into your emotional guidance system, into the good feeling thoughts, what makes you feel good, and then that is the way you go. What, it says focus on the things that you want. When you tell the story of how you want your life to be, you will come closer and closer to the vicinity of appreciation. So now that you know that's what you need, ask Spirit for it. Okay? This is the guidance to help you across the waters so that you can walk into your Christ flame. That Christ consciousness, that enlightenment. Christ was the Messiah, the Savior. You're walking into the Christ consciousness within yourself to save yourself. Okay, so it's definitely about getting the clarity that we need. So bottom of the deck, I can always tell a different financial abundance story. What anyone else has or does not have has nothing to do with you. The only thing that affects your experience is the way you utilize the non-physical. Remember, the burning hero was action, moving, focusing on the unwanted things. And then trying to compensate for the lackful thinking with physical action. It says the non-physical energy, right? The only thing that affects your experience is the way you utilize your non-physical energy with your thoughts. Your abundance or lack of it in your experience has nothing to do with what anybody else is doing or having. Whether anyone else is appreciating you and seeing you, your abundance has nothing to do with that. Your skill and your effectiveness has nothing to do with how people respond to you. Because we're walking and living amongst the living dead, and you have to understand that, and that you can bend over backwards, but if they're not ready to be awakened, they're not going to be. So tune into that emotional guidance system within. So it only has to do with your perspective. It only has to do with your offering of thought. If you want your fortunes to shift, you have to begin telling a different story. So, if you follow that good feeling, and then you take that action, whether people appreciate it or not, and you state and you speak that your work is done. That everything that needed to happen happened in that session or with that person or in that conversation. That abundance that you gave out, was not wasted. It was not in vain, because we know that karma will bring all that goodness right back to you. That's part of that emotional guidance system as well. Know that. So with the burning hero, all the people that you helped and bent over backwards for, King of Swords justice, have the clarity and know that is coming back to you. With the Five of Cups and the Temperance, your ancestors, spirit guides, the universe sees you, and you will be rewarded. You will be, It's not even about reward. You will get the things that you're supposed to get then, but it's coming. It's coming. As long as you do not fall into the negativity, fall into low vibrational thinking, fall into depression. Keep your mind focused on what it is that you want. Keep your mind focused on having the right perspective and offering the right thought behind each action. All right, so let's get some abundance messages from the universe, or a abundance message. I don't know if it's more than one is going to come out, but we're just looking for one. All right, it says, an abundant life is an abundant life, not abundance all by itself. In case anyone asks, you know, see yourself in the throes of living, and you see me at your side, the universe. We know that the universe is abundant. An abundant life is an abundant life, not abundance all by itself. In case anyone asks, you know. See yourself in the throes of living. See yourself in the abundance, the throes of abundance. See all of the abundance from all of the action that you put in with the burning hero coming back to you 100-fold. On the bottom of the deck, it says, isn't it a hoot of all the people in the world who truly get it? That would be you. Few actually give it to themselves. You've been giving it to everyone else. It's time for you to give to yourself, to fall back, to really be wise about who you give it to. Whatever it is you want, start. Give yourself compliments, praise, and presents. Give yourself the appreciation that you want from other people. You know, so if you give something to someone and you do action of service to someone and they don't appreciate it, then you appreciate yourself. You're like, oh, Stephanie, you did a great job. Whatever your name is, you did a great job. They didn't tip you much, but you tip yourself with love, compliments, praise, and presents if you want. Give yourself time, permission, and love. Give yourself the time that you need to just not do anything. Be in that receiving energy of the divine feminine. Give yourself hugs, kisses, and smiles. Look at yourself in the mirror and blow yourself a kiss. You know, hug yourself. That it feels so good. It really does. And I'm just so overwhelmed with the love that I feel in hugging myself. So do it right now. If you're watching this, hug yourself and feel that love. That's the universe. That's spirit. Winks, laughs, and applause. And I will give you even more. Now please, the universe. You give it to yourself, the universe is going to double it. So give it to yourself. Don't wait on anyone else. Because what anyone else does, do, or has nothing to do with you. The only thing that affects your experience is the way you utilize the non-physical energy with your thought. Your abundance or lack of it in your experience has nothing to do with anybody else, with what anyone else is doing or having. It only has to do with your perspective. It only has, if you know you gave your all, then appreciate yourself, love yourself, hug yourself, give yourself praise and claps and winks and hugs and kisses. It only has to do with your offering of thought. If you want your fortunes to shift, you have to begin telling a different story. All right, family, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I love you all, and until next time, peace.